Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing amazing. Today I want to talk in this video about some advices I could be giving to my sisters in order to try to find a job that suits them. What do I mean by that? A job that is suitable for their studies. Because as you may know, in the West it's really hard to find a job if you were a Muslim, specifically if you wear the hijab, or even less if you wear the niqab. So, in this video, I basically share my advices and the way I did it, with my experience, in order for you guys to try to follow it. Inshallah, bi'idhnillah, you'll be able to find the job of your dreams. Everything is possible, bi'idhnillah. So let's start. First of all, always give a good impression, and I suggest you to do that when you are in the practice stage, not when they decide to want to hire you. What do I mean by that? There's the interviews for jobs and there's the practices. The interviews for the jobs usually focus on what you show in your curriculum vitae, and obviously the way you show yourself in the same interview. So the way you look, the way you dress, all of these things matter. But the great difference between an interview and practices are that in the case of the practices, you are able to show to the company or the space you are what you're able to give your value as a person, not what you show on the outside, more what you have on the inside and the way you do it on the outside. So you're able to show that you are valuable. That's why I suggest always to focus on the practices. This doesn't mean, of course, that if you have an interview, you're not going to be accepted, you're going to be rejected 100%. No, I'm not saying this. But I'm saying this, that most of the times, sadly, in the interviews, when they see you wear a hijab, they reject you just because of that. It doesn't matter how much studies you have, it doesn't matter how much experience you have. This is something that goes on in the West, and I'm telling you. So always try to do your best in the practices. Secondly, always show the best of yourself. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit more. Always try to be the best. And when I say the best, I mean always try to be as perfect as possible in your job. It doesn't matter if you're doing something you like or you don't. You are given an impression, you're given an image of yourself when you're doing things more than correctly. When you're doing things perfectly, you're given a really good image of you. Even if you wear hijab or if you wear whatever, they're going to see something different from you, and maybe they'll even question the way they thought about you at first, because they don't usually have good impressions of women in hijab or niqab. You know what I'm saying? So always prove them wrong, you guys. Always prove them always prove them wrong. That's it. Thirdly, always be punctual. Always arrive on time. And when I say arrive on time, I say arrive 10 to 15 minutes before. Yeah, maybe that's a bit difficult for you, but always try to arrive ASAP. Why? Because you're given an image of yourself. I repeat that again. So if you arrive 10 to 15 minutes before, you're basically saying, my job is really important. It doesn't matter if I get paid or not. It doesn't matter if You know, because if I'm talking about practices, I don't know, sometimes they get paid, or in some cases some women get paid, but in my case I didn't get paid. But I was like, I do this for the job. I do this because I want to give the best impression. I do this because I like to do what I do. And you're saying I do this with good intentions and I do my work good, even though I don't get paid well, or I don't get paid, you know? That's a mindset. That's a mindset, girl. Like, that's a mindset. So now that you have arrived really early, now they're going to see, oh my god, this girl is really doing her thing. Like, okay, she's showing off that she is serious about it. She's a serious person. She's professional. You see the importance of that? I'm telling you. And last but not the least, always have tawakkul. I always say this in my videos, but I repeat that again. Always have tawakkul and always make dua. That is the key to success. And I will always say this. The more dua you ask, the more Allah is going to give you. Maybe not now, maybe not today, maybe not this month, but there will be a point Allah will give you what you asked for. Always. And if Allah doesn't give you something you asked for, Allah's going to give you something better. Yeah. That sounds crazy. Yeah. Excuse me. That sounds crazy. But it's true. It's true, you guys. Like, this is not it. I'm not even capping. But if you're going to do that, if you're going to make dua, never stop fulfilling, obviously, your obligations as a Muslim. You have to do your 5 prayers per day. Always try to avoid sins. Try to read the Quran. All of these things that make you a Muslim, keep on doing them, because that will obviously increase your iman. If your iman increases, Allah is closer to you, and if Allah is closer to you, you're closer to your success. So this is literally crazy. This is literally crazy. Even if you get in the most recent place in your life, if Allah has decreed that place is for you, I'm telling you, that place is for you. It doesn't matter how many people won't like you being there. That Allah, if He wants someone to be in a specific place, in a specific time, Allah will literally make it true. Because Allah is, you know what I'm saying? Allah is not a person. Allah is the all-knowing, all-hearing. He is the King of Kings. He's able to do absolutely everything He wants. And it doesn't matter how many people won't like you. If you do your things well, if you have good niyyah, a good intention, if you work hard, if you have all of this, and then of course you have Allah, there's nothing that can stop you. This is something I'm going to be repeating again and again and again, as a person that I always saw myself as someone unsuccessful. I never saw myself as someone successful. SubhanAllah. But now I feel successful. Even though I don't have like the best life but I feel like I have it. Like, I'm grateful for it. Always be grateful, you guys. I hope this helped you, dear sisters, and also brothers. I hope you have been able to see the message. This is not only for the girls, this is also for the boys. But of course, this is more focused on the sisters because, as you may know, wearing the hijab, the niqab is most of the times like a barrier for the society. Like they see you as something, like they see you low, literally. Yeah, I have a lot of things to tell you about this. Like I will inshallah be giving you a video of how I was able to reach that point, if I can, inshallah. And yeah, I met a lot of racist people. I met a lot of racist people, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because there's always going to be people that will hate you no matter what. But if they hate you, then you're doing something right. That's something I always say. If they hate you, that's because you shine. You're shining, and they want to take away that shine from you. So jazakallahu khairan for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to share this content if you find it interesting. And jazakallahu khairan for watching. Assalamu alaikum.